Biden's poll numbers sinking faster than the Titanic. Do you even care? Probably not. It's just time for him to go. Border health and security all being ran over by illegals, but Maxine Waters thinks the Border Patrol are taking us back to slavery. Pennsylvania University threatens students who uses the wrong pronouns even though there's only 2 genders known to get the vid. I'm honest. This is the show to watch, the show to be a part of, the honest experience.
Nope.
How's it going, everyone? It is Thursday. I hope your day is going well. We are going to get into some Biden poll numbers here in a minute. But before we do that, I'd like to thank everyone that's liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It is people like you that are going to continue to help our little community to grow. So please continue to share. If you haven't, go over to my channel, subscribe, get all the notifications so you can stay up to date. If you've done all that, why don't you go bring somebody over and get them to subscribe? Make sure they get all the notifications so they can get up to date as well. Can it get any worse for old Biden? His numbers just keep dropping. He's got to probably be the worst president since Carter. In the new Gallup poll, Biden dropping 6 points in just 1 month. Now he can finally say he's beating Trump at something. That is a lot. I'd say he'd be embarrassed, but if you saw that video where this reporter, don't shoot the messenger, but the Americans find lack of focus and ineffective to do the job. His response, he didn't know, and he's just clueless. Take a look.
A majority of Americans, and forgive me, I'm just the messenger, no longer consider you to be competent, focused, or effective in the job.
I haven't seen that poll.
It's out there from CBS this morning. What would you say to those?
Biden currently at a 43% approval and 53% disapproval. That is down last month from a 49%. When old Joe said he was going to unite us, I didn't know he was going to unite us by hating someone so much. Sasky was pressed on Wednesday if Biden has been to the border or will be going to the border. Her response, I would have to check the history books to find that out. Sasky thinking she had a clever remark. This reporter, Ducey, from Fox News, said they had been looking and have yet to see anything on Joe Biden visiting the border, not only as president, but also as vice president and senator. The border being overran, bridges are getting filled. No real security. None of these illegals are getting tested, and who knows what else they're bringing in. Now we're getting a lot of illegals from Haiti coming in. We are getting overran. And we have an ignorant congresswoman who want to talk about these good men and women who already have their hands tied behind their backs. She wants to say that they want to bring us back to slavery times when all they are trying to do is their best to protect our nation. What a hateful, ignorant statement from Maxine Waters. She's known for these hateful, bigoted type of statements. She should be impeached, maybe even in jail. The rhetoric she has spewed has caused harm. She has caused people to sheeply follow and go out and disrupt innocent families while they're eating dinner, lunch. She needs to be put away, and she never needs to be allowed to run for office, or she needs to be kept away from any type of authority. She abuses her power. Lock her up. Point Park University in Pennsylvania are telling students actions can happen if they do not use the preferred pronouns that the other students want them to use. Now, anybody that's been watching me, they know how I feel about this. I just don't understand how someone can make up pronouns or decide that they want to be different, and those feelings have to be prioritized before the feelings of others. I mean, like I have said on other videos, I do not like to lie. It bothers me to lie. But yet nobody cares about that. I'm supposed to feed into this and lie despite how I feel. And I don't understand the logic on that, because we're feeding into this pretend people that haven't left the role playing at home and decide they want to bring it in for everybody to see, and they expect everybody to give into this fantasy. And now these adults that are supposed to be running the school, that are supposed to be teaching these kids life skills and knowledge, are giving into this fantasy, this role playing, this game. And everybody's supposed to forget their feelings and put these people's feelings first. None of it ever makes sense to me. And where we got to the point where this imaginary nasty fest is festing, where it is thriving, where we have to now live it and breathe it in our society, is ridiculous. And we need to put a stop to this. We need to start supporting conservatives, having each other's backs, and we need to start going against this type of stupidity, this evil that is wanting to take over, where logic no longer reigns supreme, evil reigns supreme, and the stupidity reigns supreme. This is ridiculous. A university wanting to give into these child games at 4 or 5, where you pretend you're a fairy or, a soldier or whatever. They're in now at the start of their young adult lives, and they need to have reality start kicking in, and you want to give into pretend time. The parents at these universities not only need to check these kids in reality. I understand that these kids are now considered adults, so you can't ground them or whatever, but don't pay for them to go to school. Do not give them any more money. Love them, support them, but when they want something or need something, you need to say, hey, you chose this. You chose pretend over real life. And I would be going in to these schools. All the parents need to go to these schools and start raising up hell and getting rid of these teachers that are wanting to give in, because if you've noticed, there are some good teachers out there, but all these teachers, whether it's in elementary all the way up to the universities, there is something going on, and partly it is about laziness. They want to keep this deadly disease going so they don't have to go in school and teach no more, grade no more. They want to give into these fantasies because they don't want to, they're just lazy. They don't want to discipline. I agree that they're not there to babysit, but you're also not there to feed into baby goo-goo time. So parents need to start stepping in and saying, hey, I'm no longer going to pay you. And you need to start going through your teachers here and getting rid of the bad apples and start bringing in the teachers that want to actually teach what they're supposed to be teaching, and teaching my kids life skills and knowledge so they can move forward, not sit here and pretend, because one day reality is going to set in. It doesn't matter how far you get to push these type of stupid ideas. Reality will step in. People will get tired of it. They already are getting tired of it. Social media and the news outlets and these famous people, they all want to act like it's not there, and they want to push one type of agenda and shut you down, ban you, and block anything else. But reality is people are waking up. We're uniting. So conservatives, we need to unite, support each other, and we need to start getting out there Like I said, whether it makes sense or not, start emailing, texting, calling, whatever, these government offices, whether it makes sense or not, these schools, if you've got kids in these schools, get invested and start standing up. I understand that you work and you got life, but they're starting to affect your life. So you need to take a few moments out every day and stand up and fight against this wicked, or it's just getting more. We're suffocating. America, she can't take it no longer. She's getting destroyed by this. America, the people, we can no longer go at this rate. We are at odds ends, civil war, whatever. You got one side that what they want is so far out there, and you have the other side that they're living life in logic as best as they can. But because you're doing that and you're living life, you're letting this fantasy fester and grow generation by generation, day by day. It's happening faster, and we've got someone that's in charge who's a kid himself. He's lost his mind. He can't even run the show. So we've got to do it. We are the people. We are the people. We are the ones that are in charge. So we got to take it over. We've got to take charge and stand up. I don't know how else to keep telling you guys. We got to do something, and something quick. We can't handle this Obama 2.0. We couldn't handle it the last time. We barely made it through, and this is happening quicker. Everything good that we started seeing the last previous 4 years is now not only erased, it is evaporated, and America is quickly dissolving as you know it. And we won't survive as a communist. We won't survive with commies coming around, tearing her up with no respect, all the bigotry, all the hate. It won't last. Our country, we won't last. So we got to take it back. We got to take America back, and you could start out by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribe. So if you liked what you saw, you liked what you heard, or you just want to help this message get out, do that. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. Get all the notifications. Be a part of this community. Let me know. We got to start communicating. We got to be one single unit against this liberal machine. I thank you. God bless. I'll see you next time.
Nope.